All right, I am so excited to be joined right now by Cameron Jabril Thomas. But we all know him as Wiz Khalifa, the great Wiz Khalifa. Tell me, man. Let's start with this. Khalifa Kush, big time stuff. You started this. I think it launched in 2016. Tell me how this really is different. What makes Khalifa Kush on the market so much different than everything else out
The thing that I would say makes Khalifa Kush so much different is probably because I actually enjoy the product myself. It's been my personal product for longer than 2016. It was about 5 or 6 years before that, but it's the
there? Is
best
this
of the
what you were
best.
spending like 10,000 a month on? Is this that stuff?
Well, after I spent 10,000 a month, then I learned how to grow it. And
Gotcha.
I learned from Burner. He really showed me the business side of everything. And yeah, that's pretty much how it changed. But the product is always going to be the same. And it's something that I personally enjoy and will want people to feel the way that I feel when I'm enjoying it. So that's the difference between Khalifa Kush.
Listen, I want my football coach telling me about football. I want it to be Peyton Manning or Bill Belichick. I want my brain surgeon to brief from Harvard, and I want my coach to come from Wiz Khalifa.
Exactly.
That's how I feel. Now, tell me, store in store at Planet 13, right? Because listen, here in Vegas, we got so much great stuff. Circa, that's like the place. If you love fantasy football, if you love sports, that's heaven on earth. Stadium swim for a sports fan. But when it comes to, the good stuff. Planet 13. That's where you want to be. Tell me about store in store and what's going on there.
Yeah, it's just something that we're gonna pop up. I'm gonna do my thing. We got Khalifa Kush coming to the store, so I wanted to personally drop it off and spend some time with the people and see, what's cracking.
I love it. So it's going to be a great experience. It's a great opportunity to come and meet Wiz. You're going to be doing some bud tending. You're going to be doing a bunch of different stuff. But let's talk
Yep.
a little bit about, why you love Vegas. You're always here at Dre's, performing there. Tell me a little bit. You tour all over the globe, right? I mean, you even got in trouble in Romania for doing some stuff. Like you're all
Mhm.
over the map. Tell me about Las Vegas and what makes it so exciting when you see that on your world tour list of cities. What gets you jacked up about Vegas?
I'm super excited to be in Vegas because there's so many people from around the world. People come to Vegas to have the freaking night of their life. And if they're sharing it with me, whether it be on stage or, you know what I'm saying, whatever the vibe is, if I'm there, I just like to be able to make people happy and let them leave with that experience of, they had the time of their life.
And you listen, everybody always talks about, Malcolm Gladwell, Outliers, the 10,000 hours, becoming a perfectionist. The Beatles, that song, 8 days a week. That's because they were making records, performing live for years and years and years. You have a really interesting personal story. You were born in North Dakota, but you grew up kind of as a military brat. You're in Germany, you're in, all over the globe. You're in the UK, and then you finally settle in Pittsburgh with your mom. But you were in the studio, trade in work for recording time since a really early age, even in or before your teenage years. So tell me a little bit about your artistic development and how you got so good at this, because you make it look so easy, and when we
Thank you.
consume it, it's great stuff. But the thing is, you had to be kind of nervous, and early on it had to be hard finding your voice. Tell me a little bit about that journey as an artist.
It was always just something that I was inspired to do. I never really had an end goal with it. So, just going to the studio and learning and picking up different techniques, that's what made me a better artist and a more skilled artist. And of course, going on the road and performing and doing multiple tours is a lot of practice. But really it's just a passion, and I still get up and I go to the studio every day. I've been doing this since like you said before I was a teenager, and as a, middle-aged adult, I still enjoy
You
it.
still look the same though.
Thank you. And I guess it keeps me young. But, it's still fun. It's something that I love to do. It's something that I always love to do. It's not driven by the money. I did it before I was getting money for it, and I'm gonna do it, past. I don't think I'm not gonna get paid for it, but it's always, there's more important things. I have kids now, and just showing them routine, discipline, hard work, and I'm able to do the things that I love.
It's amazing how you're cranking out stuff. Even Wiz Owens. The amount of songs on these albums, these records, the way that you're just cranking stuff out. A lot of the new stuff sounds different to me because
Mm.
I want to talk about, Black and Yellow, something new, all that rolling paper stuff we remember from 2010, 2011. That's how we really became familiar with you. But now you have a different vibe a little bit, it sounds like. Tell me a little bit about the trajectory and how you've changed as an artist. Are you purposefully going into the studio because you're a different person? You've evolved, you have kids now, you're looking at the world differently. How does that influence your music and what comes out in the studio?
My influence, well, my the way I make music is based off of whatever the fans are interested in. And while I love to make big music like Black and Yellow, Young, Wild and Free, and things like that, those are more projects for if I'm signed to a label, if I have an album, if I have obligations, if I want to work with different producers worldwide, if I want to agree to all these agreements. And a lot of the music that I'm releasing now is just my personal taste. It's the producers that I've been working with for years, and it's the music that, if you got my mixtapes or if you were a core fan base,
Right.
it's a lot of the stuff that really inspired those people to become Wiz Khalifa fans and Taylor Gang, as well as worldwide. And throughout the years, I just learned different techniques and different ways to be able to entertain people. So, I kind of save the bigger songs for features or other people's moments. And then with mine, I'm really trying to create a sound and a wave where people know what to expect as soon as they
Right.
get a Wiz Khalifa project.
That's what I love because you have these anthems, like that. Which is hard to do. It's hard to create those anthems that we know, obviously, the Black and Yellows, where you got the terrible towel, you just want to be waving it with that kind of stuff. But, the See You Again, We the Boys, all that kind of stuff, those are the anthems. And now when we see Jim getting fined, Crispy, like all this kind of this new age stuff, it's more vibey. It's a totally different feel. And I like that you have that you're able to transition between both of those sounds.
Yep, thank you. I'm glad you appreciate it.
Yeah, it's awesome stuff. Now let's talk some sports stuff. So obviously Black and Yellow. I mean, you're in Pittsburgh growing up. Of course, you're doing all the military brat stuff. When did you first fall in love with sports? I mean, it's just tell me a little bit about sports and what that meant to you being a Pittsburgh guy and then being able to create this anthem for Steelers
Yeah,
fans.
in Pittsburgh, having so many teams, we got the hockey team, we got not the basketball team, the baseball team, and the football team. We got college football and
Pitt Panthers,
basketball.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's a really, really like, hometown pride type of city. And during the season, that's when a lot of the people have their best times when they're going to the games, they're going to the bars, they're tailgating, they're all riled up. And that's just the energy that I come from. So when you grow up like that, you kind of just have to enjoy it. And like sports, I played sports in high school, but it was never nothing that I took super serious. But just being from Pittsburgh, you have to excel at some type of sport. Like you can't just not be able to shoot a ball or catch a football or, even going to the games, you have to be able to just enjoy yourself with all different types of people. And that energy always gave me the hometown pride. That's why I wanted to make sure my first single was Black and Yellow, something that represented my city and told people exactly where I was coming from and what our vibe was.
It's a timeless classic. Real quickly, a couple last things. So, do you have like a take, for instance, like Russell Wilson, Justin Fields? Do you have a preference on who would be the starting quarterback for the
I,
Steelers this
I don't
season?
have a preference because I don't want people taking my words
Hey,
and
come on,
running with them.
we want to know what Wiz thinks.
I'm supporting Russell, of course, man. I'm riding with Russell, man. Real talk. I'm gonna just go ahead and put it out there. I'm riding with Russell.
Okay, and then I'm last thing because I got to know this. You're writing a song for Paul Skeens. I mean, this guy is nasty, right? I
Yeah,
mean, you got to be right. What's the first? You got to come up with something for that, dude.
I got it. All they gotta do is send me a check and the words that they want me to use, and I got it.
All right, dude. Tell everybody real quickly if we come out and we see you, what's it going to be like? What's the experience? One more time for your fans, just tell us about everything going on with store in store and how great that is for
Yeah,
people
just
here
come
in
check
Vegas.
me out. Anybody who knows me know I'm super cool. I'm laid back. We're gonna take some pics. We're gonna laugh. I have a lot of people who've seen me before who want to come out and see me again. I have some people who it's their first time. So it's gonna be a great experience. If you're a fan, pull up. If you don't even know who I am, still pull up and become a fan.
Hey, Cameron Jabril Thomas, you know him as Wiz Khalifa, the man, dude. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. Congratulations on all your major success. Go check out Wiz Owens too. New album, great stuff there. We appreciate all this time, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys too. Have a great day.